tackled just shy of the 25.
Joe Reed on the return.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University.
Love his makeup. Love his moxie. One of my competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last passes. He's going to be up there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, it's Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for.
That's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Herbert on 1st down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to... If you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again.
Justin Herbert.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on second down. Britt, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
Operating from the gun. Britt, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to get away. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Offense.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Taken down at the 50.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 40-yard run on first down.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on a slam.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This duo locked in. him 14 yards there and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. You went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Herbert. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Lions, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Lions.
Looking to throw. Britt. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Detroit.
Running is Swift. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Swift. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Britt. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Intercepted.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt escaping the pressure. It's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Julian Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. From his own end zone, Herbert. It is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. He already had the 1 fumble lost, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and...
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
And there's still time into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the
throwing again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Britt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
6 yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. .30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Johnson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 35-17 was the final. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Mason Rudolph. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 31-24, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Lions first
from the gun. Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a carry for Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Britt. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 40.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Britt. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Herbert on 1st down now. Looking well, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On the ground, it's Eckler, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second and
now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the gun, Britt. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Britt's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. Here
comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Reed. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
21-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Chargers.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deshaun Hand picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice with the encore. You know.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun. Britt. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson.
Britt's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun. Britt. Catch made here by Campbell. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Operating from the gun. Britt. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun. Britt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's It's third down.
Incomplete.
The Lions on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun. Britt. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
From the gun. Britt. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Britt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Leonard Fournette. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
once more. Here's Eckler. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Britt. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Britt. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
They've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Britt. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Britt. And he will find his man on the outside.
Pass complete.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Britt. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down. Julian Okwara. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try to win this game.
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Britt. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down.
I have to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Gain of 13 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pick.